What's up, people? Casanova Brooks here, coming at you all with another video about something that's near and dear to my heart, and that's the love of real estate. So it was asked to me, Casanova, why did you choose to go into real estate? Why do you choose to invest in real estate? You could have went into insurance, you could have went into cryptocurrency, you could have invested in a lot of different things. Please tell me why you chose real estate. So today, that's the video that I'm gonna be sharing with you all, my mindset on why I chose real estate, my top 5 reasons on why I feel that real estate is more valuable than any other asset that you could choose to invest in, and why you should invest in real estate as well. We're gonna get right to it. The number one reason why I chose to invest in the real estate and why you should choose to as well is cash flow. Early on, I heard that cash flow was king. I didn't really know what that meant until I came across a term which in the real estate world they call mailbox money. So the thought of being able to wake up every day and at least once a month I get a check that comes right to my mailbox that I necessarily didn't have to do anything for, right? It's almost it's investing, right? And that was what I knew when I first heard it, that was something, the path that I wanted to go down. Passive income has always been something that I knew I wanted to be able to build, and it also helps to create generational wealth because again, we're passing it down. If we're working another 9 to 5 or entrepreneurial avenue project, whatever we're doing, if you still have this mailbox money that's coming in, a lot of the times you're not even thinking about that money, right? So if anything was to ever happen, if you needed it for a rainy day, for a emergency savings, whatever you might have needed it for, you still have that money that hopefully you haven't even touched because you've still been living off of your primary income. So cash flow, when you, let's say you own a property for, let's call it $50,000, right? You buy a rental investment, it's for $50,000. Might be a little tough in this market right now, so let's even say $100,000. Let's say your mortgage on that every single month is $750 after you include principal and interest, taxes, and homeowners insurance, CapEx, which is capital expenditures, and maybe even you say 8 to 10% for vacancy rate. After all of those, let's say that because you've put the money down, you're at $750 all in on this property, but you're able to rent this out for $1,100, right? So now what you're doing is you're bringing in $350 of cash flow every single month after all of your expenses have been paid. Who would not want that, right? That's where cash flow can really start to help you. You could choose to use it towards whatever you need, but again, keeping it in another account, rainy savings, that's always going to be good. The second reason why I choose to invest in real estate and why you should as well is because real estate, unlike anything else, you can see it, you can feel it, you can improve it, you can inspect it. So I know, let's just use the stock market for example. If you're trying to figure out what some type of information on whatever company might be, you can't go ask that company to show them your books, right? In real estate, you can. You can't ask that company, to hire or fire certain people. Maybe if you're on the board of directors, but it's never going to be solely your decision. So you don't have a lot of control over that. Whereas in real estate, you can choose to walk up to it. You could see it. You can look at the neighborhood, the street. You can see the school districts that's in there. You can feel it. You can choose to improve it, whether that be granite countertops, new siding, new flooring, new vanities, whatever it might be that you choose to do to that property, so you can improve it and gain more money out of it. Also, you can gain insight on this property, right? If you have a coworker whose sister's looking to sell a house, and whether that be for an investment or a primary property for you, and they tell you all about it, and maybe the sister just wants to get out of the property, right? Maybe there's a divorce situation, maybe there's a tax situation, maybe there's a mortgage situation where just foreclosure, right? It doesn't matter what it is, but you get an opportunity to really figure out the information and be able to assess that and make sure that you can pay what you can pay for, but at the same time rehab it and save offer a solution. So when I say offer a solution, a lot of the times these sellers, no matter what avenue that you come from, it's being a solution to them. No one wants to be foreclosed on. No one wants to, if they were to lose a loved one, right, and they don't know exactly what to do with this property, a lot of the times you can come up and offer a solution for them to be able to get out of it. So that's something that we'll go into another video, but that's another reason. I can see it, I can feel it, I can improve it, I can improve the neighborhood and help other homeowners make sure that they're getting what they want out of their property in the future as well. So the third one, leverage. With leverage, of course, there is appreciation. Now, while appreciation, as I said, is always going to be the icing on the cake, we want to make sure that if our properties are still in good areas and we're appreciating, that we can use that money to leverage and go buy other properties. So let's say you bought a property for, again, $100,000. 3 years from now, this property is worth $140,000 after you've done an internal evaluation on it, or what that means is the shorter form of an appraisal. It's a smaller bank's in-house version of an appraisal. And let's say the property comes out to be in $135,000. Now you have this equity of $35,000. Also, even if you've paid the property down, let's say now you got it for 100, you only owe 85,000 on the property. Now you got $50,000 in equity, right, that you can now leverage to go buy another property. So that's another huge reason why I love investing in real estate. So number 4 is tax advantages. You're able to deduct your mortgage insurance. You're able to deduct any expenses that you had while either driving to the property, on the property, if you had to pay for repairs. You're able to deduct all of that. So tax advantages, especially if you're working a W-2 where you're paying a lot in taxes over there, this is a way for you to offset some of those taxes with your rental properties or any investments in real estate that you have. Number 5, the last one, is there will always be a need. If you think about it, no matter what you're trying to do, any type of business that you're trying to run, for the most part, it requires some real estate. Right? If we look at Amazon, they're building their new headquarters right now. It requires real estate. If we require brokerages, offices, schools, apartment complexes, it always requires some type of real estate. Even if you're in an internet-based business, you still need a home to run that out of, or an office or pod or something, which again requires real estate. So that's the reason why I choose to invest in real estate. Those are 5 reasons. There's many other reasons of why I choose to invest in real estate. As always, if you've gotten any good information out of this, please drop a comment below. Let me know how I can help or how I have helped. And then also, if you would like it, share it, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Let me know what your thoughts are. So it's Casanova again, always trying to bring you guys the most valuable information that I've found to be successful. If there's anything else that I could talk to you about, please let me know. Peace.